In this particular section of the CCA 200 mini training video, we're going to look into creating custom questionnaires. Having said that, we click on the File menu button. From there, we can scroll down to Questionnaires. Currently, you'll see on my device, we have 3 audio or questionnaires listed. Standard audiogram history is the manufacturer's created a questionnaire. This one cannot be modified. However, it can be duplicated first and then modified afterwards. In order to do so, we click on the standard audiogram history here. And on the right-hand side, we'll scroll down to the duplicate option. After duplicating, you'll see that the end of the file name, it's called, or questionnaire name is called copy 1. And this is only because we already have a copy of the standard audiogram, as you can see on top here. Once we made the copy and it's highlighted, we can now select the modify button. After clicking on the modify button, it'll give us options to essentially change the name on the top here. So now we can call this Health Canada Final. And then below that, we have questions 1 through 30, which can also be modified. So having said that, we've selected question number 1. And on the right-hand side, we can now click on the modify option. From there, we can change the question. And in this case, you may also want to add the French translation. So in this case, we'll type in French. And now on the bottom, all our responses are currently in English. So for left, we can now highlight the left, scroll over to the side there and click on the modify button. We can put /gauche, select on OK. Same for the right, we can highlight the right, click on modify, /. We can also add responses by clicking on the add button. Once we're happy with that, we can click on the OK button to close out. And now we have our modified question. If we wish to add additional questions, we can always just click on the add button here on the side. So currently we have 30 questions. We want to add a 31st. We hit add. And then from here, we'll click on the question box. We'll say 31st question. And then in the response box, we'll click on the response box. Now we'll click on the add. Now we can say yes, dash. Okay. And then we will say, okay. Now we've added the 31st question. Once we're happy with the actual questionnaire and all the questions in it, you can click on OK. And there it is, Health Canada Final. Also now click close. So now we've added that questionnaire. After adding the questionnaire, we need to attach it to the company. So it'll show up every time we go to add in the new employee. So we'll click on File. And instead of clicking on questionnaire, we'll click on company this time. And then from there, we'll select on the company that we wish to change. So in this case, it was test 123. We'll click on modify. And now we'll select on questionnaires. And now we will select the Health Canada final questionnaire that we've created. We'll select OK. Now we'll close out and we'll also select OK. It's going to ask to reanalyze all the audiograms because now it's going to append the new questionnaire that you've just created. We will say yes. And now we will hit close button. And in order to see, or you can also double check to see whether or not the new questionnaire is coming up, click on the Assign Audiometer Subject button here. Now, on the very bottom of the page, we have the Add Audiogram History button. So we can just click on that. And then from here, you'll see 4 pages of questions, 1 through 10 on the first. But we can click on the very 4th just to make sure that the final question is added to our questionnaire. And there we have it. 31st question has been added. So yes, in fact, we have appended the new questionnaire. And that is all for creating and also appending the questionnaires using the CCA 200 mini software.